Okay, so let's get started, and I'll have this recording online so anybody who's interested can view it. And as we get more individuals joining, I'll let them in. Okay, so today we're going to talk about social commerce and what is the purpose of social commerce and how can you use it for your business. So my name is Mariam Golabgir. I have been in the digital marketing industry for the past 18 years. I have worked in telecommunication, e-commerce, IPTV, AI development, broadband, and renewable energy, including financial industries as well. So I come from a background of corporate, and about 10 years ago, I started Digital Marketing Experts to essentially create sustainable digital marketing strategies for those that are looking for growing their business, but are working on a limited budget. Okay, so social commerce happens to be the intersection of e-commerce and social media. And what we're going to talk about is how are we going to use this to benefit your business? Why social commerce is important? Well, social commerce brings many benefits, including reducing friction between buyers, in between buyers' journey. It gives the brands a chance to engage with customers through various social platforms, and it gives us an opportunity to harvest real-time data from consumers' behavior and turn it into an actionable insight. When you have a brick and mortar store or you're in the service industry, it's very hard to understand every single person that comes into the store and understand their patterns. Whereas with social media, that data has been collected over many years of them being online. And as they're interacting with your website or your posts or your e-commerce products on various social media platforms, we can collect more data from that, and then it will be presented to you so you can understand what works and implement that for your target audience segmentation. So social media is an ecosystem. So today's platform will provide many customers with the information that they need to research and compare and ultimately choose what brand to buy from. That being said, for example, you might spot an ad of a product on Facebook, but you might necessarily not buy it right away. You might go to Instagram to check out if there's any actual photos tagged with that specific product, and then use that and then purchase that. Or you want to go on YouTube and watch a couple of videos on in-depth review of the actual product or the services that's offered. So as many as 74% of consumers rely on social network to guide and inform their purchase decision making. So which social media platform strategy should brands consider? Well, brands should actually invest in and be more thoughtful and put together an agile strategy with several components and look at how to get started on social e-commerce while considering what are the following aspects that they need to put in place. So content and creative assets, that includes images, videos, and text. They have to put together a media strategy and figure out how they're going to amplify their message through their exact audience and how to collect conversion. So conversion is that person actually finalizing that purchase and getting that product in their hand. So let's look at an actual social commerce strategy play out in a real life. So let's look at Pampers, for example. So Pampers, if they want to build a measurable strategy, allowing people to learn about the different products that they have, what they could do is they can actually use social media platform and use that audience data to target specific consumer base that they're looking for. So let's look at an example. Pampers target new moms, and what they could do is use new moms that go on Pinterest to look for whether they're looking for a play idea or they're looking for something fun to do with their infants or newborns or their toddlers. While they're on Pinterest, then Pampers can create an offering of a discount on a trial package. So let's say if they're selling newborn diapers or infant diapers, they can say, well, you know what, if you are a new mom and you're looking to save money, you can buy this and share this discount code with your friends, and then put a share button. And every single mom, because it's a great deal, they'll share it with their friends. So what they've done now is they first need to consider how much content and creativity they need to put together to promote this deal that they have for Pampers. Then they need to ensure that they have a social media strategy built on across various platforms that they're going to get the new moms on. This wouldn't make sense if they put it on LinkedIn, but it would make sense if they put it on Pinterest and Instagram and perhaps Facebook. But Facebook is a more of an older crowd rather than mommy groups, but in certain instances it could work. They need to strategize around amplifying their message and ensuring that their audience know about this. So that's when giving a discount and asking people to share, that's how they're amplifying their message. And then close the loop by a robust conversion strategy, which means if you buy one, your friend can use this discount code as well, and they can buy one as well. So now instead of getting one deal, they're getting instead of getting one customer, getting two customers on the same deal. So social media tactics that you can use today. You can optimize your content, which means you gotta put images that are high quality, videos that are high quality, mainly because 10% of the information shared with users, they tend to not really care about reading it or listening to it, but 65% of that audience will look at an image and make a decision based on the image that they've looked at. Engage in Messenger. So whether you're using a direct message through Instagram or Pinterest, or if you're using Facebook Messenger or even TikTok DMs, what that messaging system keeps that client happy, that there's someone on the other end that I can talk to in case if I don't like this product, or if I bought this product, there's an issue with it, I can, or if I have a question, I can reach out to this company that is selling it. You want to tailor social media shopping experience. So this is one of the great features of social media commerce. It's that you can take that shopping experience and customize it to that exact customer that you're trying to get. So if you're going after, let's say, go back to Pampers, and if you're getting at new moms, and or in your case that you have a salon and there's products that are related to your salon, what you can do is you can customize your shopping page to present your brand and the exact product that you know your existing customers want to buy. You want to create a visual storefront on Instagram. 65% of people discover a new product or services through Instagram. And that being said, many users are inspired by something they see on Instagram. So you want to create a shop page on Facebook or Instagram. A lot of companies are actually using TikTok as well. So using that platform would be an option for you. So you want to collect and leverage user-generated content. This is a big one. This is when you sell a product and you ask your customers to actually give you a review. So a lot of people in most companies, they when they get a negative review, they don't respond to it, they don't want to have anything to do with it. And if that is the case, then you are missing out on creating that user-generated content. If someone is coming and saying that your services, there's a problem with your service, and you address it right away, what you're doing is you're telling potential customers that you have customer service that can help people, and that you care about your reputation of your customers, and that you listen to your customers. And that allows them to speak highly and positively about your products and services. And when they do that, that is the user-generated content that you can use to tell others, hey, you know what, I do have a good business. I do value my clients, and they're happy with our services. You want to invest in social checkout. So what's a social checkout? You can combine your social e-commerce with your website and allow them to get that transactional shopping happen through your social commerce. A lot of the times they have to finalize it to your website, but if you make it a very short experience, and it's smooth, you can create that fast purchase right away. And that is a really good investment for companies that want to use social to get their people back into their website. And not only that, you are actually now collecting more data from the existing customers that you could have. You want to use intelligent bot checkouts. So what are the bots? These are tools that allow you to close your sales every 24, like every minute of every day. So 24 hours a day, you're selling your products. And automated social shopping bots, with them, you can recreate a personal experience for the person. So this is very easy. You can pick a bot that you like and you can program the conversation. So you can pretend one of your staff is a shopper, and what are the questions that this person could have in their buyer experience, in their journey, and then implement those questions into the bot checkout. And by then, if you're not there, if they have a question, this bot can answer back and pretend that it's a real human being. For the most part, people do know these are bots, but if you're very thoughtful with your answers to the questions, it could portray as a real human being as well. You want to integrate your social e-commerce into your e-commerce platform. So if you have a Shopify website or even WordPress, there is a way to interconnect the two together and integrate one platform into another one. And you should do that. That should be part of what you do when you build your Shopify website and add your social commerce into it. If you have low cost products, promote them first. Get them up there, because if they're low cost, they'll come, they'll review it, they want it, they'll buy it. And when they buy it, you can then upsell the higher and more expensive products to them as well. Create shoppable links, tags, and stickers. And Instagram is the true front runner in the social media platforms to create content into instant shoppable products. From shop now links to shoppable tags, you can use Instagram and add these links into everything that you purchase. So if you have a Facebook ad manager, you can set up your ads for your Instagram through your Facebook ad manager, and that allows you to create your shop now linkable tags and stickers and tags and links for you. Team up with micro-influencers. So micro-influencers are fantastic because they have really good content, and the ones that have content that a lot of people do engage with are great to push your products and your catalogs for you. Piggyback on their credibility, and sometimes you have to send them a bunch of products for them to test it, see if they like it, and then they will promote it. Some do want money, and there's a whole process behind how to pick them and who to pick, and what makes sense and what doesn't. And there's a due diligence list that you should go through before you pick these micro influencers. You also want to choose an integrated platform. So this means that if you're connecting your social commerce with your existing website platform, you will need to set up a long-term plan. So integrating your different channels into a matter of efficiency and will save you time in the long run. So if you're regularly making changes to one product, you want to make sure everything is synced and connected. So if you're making changes into your Google Merchant, into your website, it syncs up with your Google Merchant, it syncs up with your Instagram shoppable channel and your Facebook or even your TikTok. You want to meet your customers where they are. So this is very important. This goes back to, you can't expect new moms that are at home taking care of their babies to be on LinkedIn looking for a job. So advertising your products on LinkedIn where you're targeting new moms will not work. So you have to consider where your customers are going to be. If majority of your customers are going to be on Facebook, again, that's based on age group, the products that you're selling, the services that you're selling, and what makes sense for that end user. You're not selling to you, you're selling to your end user. So you have to see where they are. If your majority of your users are older, head up Facebook, that would work for you, or Instagram. But if they're younger, between the ages of 20 to 40, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok are fantastic tools for you. A good example is NYX, and NYX sells underwear and apparel, intimate apparels, and they understand that their bigger target audience is on Instagram. So majority of the messaging that they do in Creed is actually focused around Instagram. You want to make your content audience focus. So whether you're on Facebook Shop, Instagram Shop, Pinterest storefront, number of key selling on social media publishing site is to focus on what your audience focused content is. So consumer brands should publish content that their audience enjoy. For instance, if you're in the boxing equipment, publishing content related to Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson's boxing tips, motivational reels, quotes, or more, that will help your brand get better exposure. This is an example from Box Raw on their Shopify Plus. On their social media, when they were pushing their product, they actually used the upcoming film Creed to push their gloves. Another thing you really want to do is give people the behind the scene content. So this is when you give them a peek into your brand. How did you start? Where were you before you started this? Where are you now? How did you grow? And then use that opportunity to share what makes you a company special, and give shoppers a unique insight into who you are and what your brand stands for. A perfect example is Grace Elia. She's a e-commerce merchant offering satin products to keep your hair intact when you go to bed, and she constantly gives people a review into how the idea came about, how satin products are put together, and where her goals in life for her business are. So behind the scenes are really good for your business. You also want to co-create content with micro-influencers. So partnership with popular influencers, it's a big thing, because a lot of these influencers kind of do want a lot of money, and the chances of them helping you sell your products is either there or not. But you're playing it's a big gamble for your brand. So instead of looking for personalities with the most followers, opt in for most relevant influencers with the most engaged followers. And they're also known as micro-influencers. And when you look for them, don't look for how many followers they have. Go through the content and see what are the questions or answers that people are asking this influencer, and how this influencer is responding to them. And if she's saying that she pushes products for clients, how is she pushing the products? Is she being pushy? Is she explaining what the product is? Has she used the product and understands it? And that kind of content creation will actually help your business. So content creators have built a tight-knit community, and a lot of people trust their recommendations. So as a result, influencer marketing is said to be worth $16 billion, but it was said to be worth $16 billion by 2022. You need user-generated content. This is a big one. This is when they bought the product, they used it, and they can provide their honest opinion about what this product is. And when they do that, a lot of people, and again, this user-generated content, it has to be believable. It has to come from a legit source. It has to come from someone who doesn't have a bone in the game. They just want to talk about the product that they bought and how they feel about it. One of the things that I recommend to a lot of my clients is, if you sell a product, ask the users to provide a video testimonial of how this product was and how did they like it. If they said that this product is fantastic, in a video format, use that video format and push it onto your social media, push it on your Google reviews, and this will make a huge difference. Authenticity of user and how they actually talk about your product, good or bad, will make a huge difference. A lot of times you kind of want to provide a little bit of an educational or entertainment hint to the user as well. If you let them know, if you create content from me talking about my product, and what did you learn about what I sold to you, or was it good, or do you have any sort of a funny video that you like to make about this? It entices them to promote your products and talk about it, and it also gives you something that's out of a box, and it's not similar to what everybody else does. So this is a little risky, but test live shopping has worked. So live streaming is a great way to push a product. But at the same time, there are going to be instances when you are doing a test live shopping, when you're answering questions and you're showing demos and tutorials, you may come across questions from clients that you might not want to answer right on the spot, because it could affect your business. But it is also promoted in a sense that it does give you that authenticity and that you're real and you're willing to answer questions. So I would say if you're going to do any test live shopping, think it through, write up your script, how you're going to do it, and stick with that script. And if there are any questions, have a plan of how you're going to answer questions that could potentially have a negative effect on your brand. Ask them to connect with you offline, or get their information and say, we're going to reach out to you right away. Petco live stream canine fashion show saw 1 million viewers, and it had a 12% increase in their online traffic lift. Now, traffic lift is good. We want that. We also want to know how many items did they actually end up selling through that fashion show as well. You want to optimize for social search. So stats have showed us that, but the studies showed by Google, 40% of 18 to 24-year-olds now use social media as their primary search engines. So if that's what they're doing, your brand, if you want to win, you need to be social search optimized. And this means you want to optimize your social media profile. You want to make it easy to navigate through the sections. If you have products, you want to write a clear and compelling bio about who you are. Include any on-brand profile photos that you have. You want to add the geotag to your post. So if you're located in East Gwillimbury, put that tag so they know that they can come to you fast. You want to make sure your location is accessible via local search, and you want to add alt text to all of your creative assets. So that means if you're posting a photo, make sure it has an alt text with exactly what this product is. So if you're selling Olaplex, you want to write Olaplex. So if someone's looking for Olaplex, you will pop up on social media for them so they can see it. Okay. Trust is a big thing. So, a survey went out to 10,000 customers, and it revealed that the lack of trust is the top concern for social commerce buyers. So shoppers are worried that their purchasing won't be protected or refunded. It's also concerned about the quality and the and authenticity of the product that they're being sold online, and sometimes sharing their financial data with other social networks is a trust issue. So customers have lots of choices. They don't have to necessarily come to you. So what your job is to gain that trust. And to get that trust, people are not only using the overall branding or what the influencers are telling them. They're going and looking at the reviews. They're talking to other people about you. Then they figure out if this is the right choice for you. So if you want to establish trust, you have to have reliable fulfillment and talk about it so they know about it. You want to have a purchase protection, talk about it so they know about it. And you want to have a hassle-free refund and return policy. And again, talk about it. If you have a bot set up, put that information in the bot so they can see it continuously every time. And put it on the pages of the products you're selling. If you're putting a post, put that information in there so they can gain and build that trust in your brand. you want to make purchasing easy. This is so important. Every single one of us has about 10 options in the products or services that you provide. And if I have to go through 5 different loops to have to buy your product, there's no way I'm going to buy it. So you want to make sure that this service is as seamless and it's fast. I call it 1, 2, 3 step, where they pick it, they put it in the cart, they purchase it, done. So we have to make sure that it's the easiest way for them to get what they're looking for. So many enterprise brands still look at their website as a place where e-commerce happens, but connecting the customers on social media and then trying to shuffle them over to your online store and then send them on like, you know, a goose chase to find what they're looking for is going to result in abandoned shopping carts. So what you want to do is you want to make that simple as possible. If the social e-commerce is your first platform, that's where they pick the product. Adding it to cart and checkout should be your number 2 and number 3. So from that social page, you have to direct them to the cart, and then you have to direct them to the shopping experience. So this is done fast and quick. Creating short and seamless paths to purchase, as I just said, it's so important. So when it comes to social commerce or any sort of commerce, convenience is the king. This needs to be fast and it has to make sense. This is why Amazon is winning at the game of e-commerce, because it's super fast. I can look at what I'm looking for, look at the related products at the bottom, click. They have a buy now button. I can purchase it right away and finalize it. That means you'll need to create that seamless omni-channel social experience for your clients and convert them as fast as possible from just an online audience to your customer. So you can lean on bots to close more sales. So you can automate your social shopping bots and excuse me, and it can add to conversational prompts. So if they're stuck in a certain area, something will pop up. If you're interested in finalizing the sales, click on this button. Don't just leave this product, just finalize it, purchase it, and let's go. People don't come to social to read brochures. So don't inundate them with nonsense information. Make sure that they're there to purchase right away and give them the product that they need. Make the dialogue as short and sweet as possible. And it has to be the fastest transaction. And this is a great opportunity to create a dialogue between your brand and your consumers. Collect email addresses, collect information. So later on, if you want to send them with more information about how to use that product, you have that ability to do that. Okay, did you have any questions?
No, not so much. I'm just listening right now.
Okay. I finished this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this to you. I have your information. Is that okay if I send you this recording?
Absolutely.